On October 14th, 2023, we will rest under a Libra solar eclipse. Y'all, we are officially in eclipse season, and eclipse seasons occur every 6 months. So that said, eclipse seasons end and begin a 6-month cycle. So now is a really beautiful time for us to be in deep contemplation and reflection. So I am so grateful that you are here, because in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you and guiding you through 8 journaling prompts directly inspired by the energetic themes surrounding this Libra solar eclipse. So as I walk you through these journaling prompts, you will definitely gain some clarity surrounding the themes of this Libra solar eclipse. And I pray that you walk away from these prompts, from this video, feeling more clear-minded, clear-hearted, confident, and comfortable with this eclipse season. I do also have a Libra solar eclipse energy reading on my channel, where we are gaining a deeper understanding and higher conscious awareness of the overall energies of not just the Libra solar eclipse, but also the upcoming couple of weeks. And also, your girl is actually hosting a online journaling workshop on October 14th, the day of the Libra solar eclipse. So for those of you who would really like to journal and be guided in community with others under this Libra solar eclipse, definitely look into registering. I have a sliding scale available to really make this accessible. So I look forward to sharing sacred space with some of you this Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on October 14th. And if you're interested, I have a link in the description below for you to check out more on that. But without further ado, let's get into these 8 journaling prompts. Which desirable and undesirable experiences have felt challenging to fully embrace and accept? Reflecting back on the last 6 months, one of the themes that the collective has been confronted with has been the theme of radical acceptance. You may have found yourself finding it challenging to accept both desirable experiences that you know you're worthy of, that you prayed for, and once it has arrived to your doorstep and presented itself to your life, you found yourself feeling challenged to fully embrace and accept the very thing that you've been praying for, the very thing that you know you're worthy of. And 2, radically accepting and fully embracing undesirable experiences as well. Not in the sense of being complacent, like, okay, I accept that this is what it is and this is how life is going to be. No. Radically accepting undesirable experiences in such a way that you are not being avoidant, that you are not being resistant. So radical acceptance overall has really been presenting itself in our lives and has felt challenging, right? So I wanted to bring light to this because I really want us to hold space to contemplate this a bit deeper. What has felt what desirable experiences have felt challenging to fully embrace and accept, and what undesirable experiences have felt challenging to fully embrace and accept as well. What realizations have I had surrounding forming deeper connection with myself and others? What realizations have you had when it comes to forming deeper connections with your own self and with others? And when I say others, I don't just mean other people, but I also mean others as in nature, others as in a higher power, others as in whatever other relationships you have been forming that have had you arriving to certain realizations about what it takes what it looks like, what it feels like to form a deeper connection. And I think that a lot of us have been having realizations about, oh, I actually thought that I needed to show up in this way, that I needed to be this way, that I needed to be perfect, that I needed to have it all together in order to form a deep connection with somebody, in order to form a connection with somebody or a community that I know I'm worthy of, but actually I didn't need to show up in that way. I don't need to have it all together. I don't need to be perfect. What I actually need is to be vulnerable. What I actually need is to be open to receive. What I actually need is to show up as my authentic self. A lot of us have been having these kinds of realizations surrounding, again, forming deeper connection. So what have these realizations been for you? In what new ways have I vulnerably allowed my mind and heart to be seen? In what new ways have you allowed your mind to be seen, allowed your heart to be seen, and it's felt very vulnerable? It's felt very tender to open yourself in such a way, to be seen in new ways. Perhaps you have found yourself seeing your own mind in new ways, your own heart in new ways, as you vulnerably opened up. This prompt really goes hand in hand with the last prompt, and I feel allows us to expand a bit further on this theme of forming deeper connections with ourselves and others. And I know that especially in the past 6 months, each and every single one of us has been seeing our minds and hearts in new ways. We have been opening ourselves up in new ways that have been very vulnerable. And not only have we ourselves seen ourselves in new ways, but we have vulnerably allowed others to see our minds and hearts in new ways as well. So what have these new ways been for you? What patterns and processes do I now understand no longer work and am practicing no longer participating in? We have absolutely come to understand that certain patterns just no longer work in our lives. Certain processes just no longer work in our lives. Perhaps they worked in the past because we were trying to survive something, overcome something, get past something, get through something. But we're not that version anymore. We're not in that experience anymore. And carrying that process, carrying that pattern along with us as we've transformed and renewed and grown and evolved just doesn't work anymore. What patterns and processes have you now come to understand just no longer work? And but I mean, if you do want to expand on how exactly you have been practicing no longer participating in them, please go ahead and expand on that. But let's affirm that as we journal about these patterns and processes that we've come to understand no longer work, let's affirm in our journaling that we are indeed practicing no longer participating in them. And again, if you feel so inspired to expand a bit further and journal about how it is exactly that you are practicing no longer participating in these outdated patterns and processes, please do, because now again is such a pivotal time as we are in this eclipse season of initiating a 6-month cycle. Now is really a great time for us to be reflecting, contemplating, and affirming this. How have I been alchemizing a difficult experience into an opportunity to heal and grow? This was one of the main messages that I received in the energy reading for the upcoming couple of weeks in this eclipse season as we progress into the Libra solar eclipse is that this specific eclipse season really is such an opportunity for us to heal and to grow, but it really is on us to step into our power, to step into the state of being an alchemist and transmuting, alchemizing, transforming difficult experiences and situations into opportunities to heal and to grow. And we do have that power to do so. So I wanted to really bring this to light and re-emphasize this in these journaling prompts for us to journal about at least one difficult experience that we have been alchemizing into an opportunity to heal and grow. What has this difficult experience been for you, and how have you been alchemizing this difficult experience into an opportunity for you to heal, into an opportunity for you to grow and expand? What recent actions do I feel have been contributing to initiating new cycles in my life? This is a prompt that, yes, expands more on the previous prompt, where we are really acknowledging the ways in which we have been stepping into our power and being an alchemist and turning difficult, challenging experiences into opportunities to heal and grow and learn and awaken and expand. But this prompt is also, again, just really allowing us to give ourselves the credit that we deserve in acknowledging the actions we've been taking to really initiate new beginnings, right? And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, in order to initiate new beginnings, in order to initiate new cycles, we do have to allow endings to happen. So if you have been allowing endings to happen, that means that you are also taking action in allowing beginnings to happen as well. So what recent actions do you feel have been contributing to this, have been contributing to you and your renewal? What recent actions do you feel like, yeah, I've been taking this action and that action and this action, and I do feel and know that these actions have been aligning me to renewal, have been aligning me to new opportunities, new experiences, new relationships, new environments, to new overall cycles. And these can be personal, professional, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. Really get creative of the cycles of which you are referring to when you are acknowledging the actions that you've been taking, and don't take any action too lightly, right? Really respect and honor every seemingly little or big action that you feel you're taking, because no matter how small it may seem, every action that you are intentionally acting upon to initiate new beginnings, new cycles in your life is an action worthy of your acknowledgement and honor and grace and love and appreciation. Why have I felt inspired to be more mindful and consciously aware of my choices? Why is it that you have felt inspired to be more mindful and consciously aware of the choices that you're making? Why is it that you have felt more inspired to be thoughtful about your decision making? A lot of us have been growingly consciously aware of the consequences of our choices. And that has led us to be taking more time in our decision making, taking more time to think things through. And this prompt is more so a simple encouragement for you to contemplate this. Why do you think you have felt more inspired to do so? Have certain past experiences, certain causes and effects, certain consequences inspired you to be more mindful of your choices, to be more consciously aware of the choices that you make? If I wrote a gratitude letter to the last 6 months, what would I thank the last 6 months for? Again, eclipse seasons happen in 6-month cycles. So every 6 months, we have an eclipse season. And during eclipse season, we are thus closing out a 6-month cycle and beginning a new 6-month cycle. So now is really a time, again, as I've mentioned in this video, now is really such a potent, powerful, pivotal time for us to be transitioning ourselves into this new 6-month cycle with conscious awareness of things that did work and didn't work, things we're grateful for, what we've learned, what experiences and events felt significant to us internally and externally, personally, professionally, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally in the past 6 months. And specifically, I wanted us to approach this reflection with gratitude. If you were to write a gratitude letter to the past 6 months, what would you thank the last 6 months for? What lessons are you grateful for? What experiences are you ultimately grateful for? What challenges are you grateful for? What relationships are you grateful for? What realizations? What exchanges? What endings? What beginnings are you grateful for? And if you would like to journal this prompt by actually writing a gratitude letter to the past 6 months, dear last 6 months, dear first half of 2023, around, it was basically the first half of 2023. But anyways, if you'd like to go ahead and actually write a gratitude letter, please go ahead and do so. But I think it's really beautiful for us to be closing this 6-month cycle with gratitude and be stepping into a new 6-month cycle with gratitude. And that, my friends, are the 8 journaling prompts for the upcoming Libra solar eclipse, again, taking place on October 14th, 2023. And also, again, on that day, October 14th at 10 a.m. PST, I am hosting and leading a guided journaling workshop. It is online, and you are able to register for it now. For those of you who would like to be guided, for those of you who really want to make the most out of this eclipse season, this solar eclipse, for those of you who enjoy being in community with others through this healing work, definitely join me. I look forward to holding space with some of you this Saturday, October 14th. You can learn more and register now in the link that I have in the description of this video, as well as in the comments. And also, for those of you who just want a deeper understanding of the overall energies of the upcoming couple of weeks, check out the energy reading that I have available on my channel for you now. I thank all of you so much for bringing this video to your present moment and for taking the time to journal and be introspective. It's such a really beautiful practice that you are investing your precious time and energy into. And I thank you for that. And I'm so honored to be a part of that journaling, reflective process and journey of yours. So thank you for being here. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos and you join this beautiful growing community. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye.